Welcome to Bubble Fun. It is going to be so much fun today to show you how to make your own bubble solution. This is Be Creative, and I'm Miss Ria here at the Anacortes Public Library. I'm so excited to show you one of my favorite things to do in the spring and summer, and that's play with bubbles. And the fun thing about playing with bubbles is you can make your own bubble solution, or you can buy store-bought bubble solution. With my bubbles, I just showed you my bubbles from my Mickey Mouse when I went to Disneyland. There it is. And it just goes like that, and it gives you some great bubbles. Isn't that fun? So a lot of places have bubbles that you can buy wands like that. But I'm going to just show you how to make your own fun things for bubbles. So the first thing I want to do is I want to ask you if you know what is a bubble. Do you know what a bubble is? So a bubble is air trapped inside a ball of liquid. There it is. So that's what you have to do when you're getting your bubble. You've got to trap that air inside. And that's what happens when you're blowing into your bubble. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you, I will have a recipe for you on our website with how to make some of these bubble wands. And the thing that you're going to need most important is Dawn liquid dish soap. Looks like that. And another product that you can use is glycerin, and just a tablespoon of that, and you can get it in the pharmacy, and water. That's all you need. Now there's other recipes that call for Caro syrup, which is sticky, that uses with baking, or honey, anything that's sticky. Anything like that. You can try different recipes, but I seem to have good luck with Dawn dish soap and even just water, if that's all you have. But the key to that is when you mix that, you let it sit for 2 or 3 days, and that way it really gets mixed good, I guess. It seems that's what happens to me. So anyway, I'm going to just show you right now. These are some things that I have that you can use at home. You don't have to go to the store. You can go in and find your best pancake flipper that your mom has maybe, and that can be great with bubbles. And I have bubble solution that I put back behind me. I'm going to just show you what I have here. So here is my spatula, and if I just go, I didn't do very good, but it will if I let it go. So you could use a spatula. Another fun thing, if you have an old scratch CD, you can use a CD and has that little hole right there, which is really awesome. And I'm going to show you that. Watch this. Well, didn't do it again. Let me get probably from where I'm working here. Here, let's see. Let's try it again. Well, I think you need practice too, and Miss Ria needs practice, but it does work. So let's talk about another thing that you need to know about bubbles, of why bubbles are rounded in shape. So this is how, I dropped that. The surface tension of the bubble solution pulls it inward. At the same time, the air inside the bubble is pushing out in all directions, okay? So these are some bubble facts. I just want to show you those. I have 6 bubble facts for you. So let's just use our regular store-bought bubble wand. Okay, here's our store-bought bubble wand. If we put it in the bubble solution and blow, it works, right? Now the fun thing about just blowing into it, there's lots of fun tricks that you can try. And I'm going to show you one of the fun tricks that I really like to do. And this is really fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I got to get it. I've got it. Oh, I got to catch the bubble. Okay, I caught the bubble. Do you see that? I caught the bubble. Then if you have a straw, you dip that into the bubble solution, and then you blow right on the bottom there, and then you get 2, and you try and see how many you can do. Oh, added a little bit more. What you can do with that is if you get really good at it, it will go all the way down and you'll make a caterpillar, and it's really fun. And then you have that great big bubble that you can play with. So learning some bubble tricks is really fun too. So if you don't have a store-bought bubble wand, you can make your own bubble wand with that popsicle stick that you had, or if you have any leftover pipe cleaners from any art project that you've done, or a piece of wire out of your garage, or your beading if you've made necklaces with wire. I'm going to just show you with a pipe cleaner. You can make your own bubble wand, and all you have to do is decide how big you want your circle. So let's say I want it this big, okay? So I'm just going to twist that real quick. There's my circle, looks like that. I'm going to take my popsicle stick and I'm going to put it right on there. Whoops. I'm going to put it right on there like that. And all I have to do is just twist, twist, twist that around. You don't have to glue or tape or anything. And there, how simple is that? You have your own bubble wand. You can dip it in the solution, get it all nice and wet, and it works perfect. Perfect, right? So you can make your own bubble wands. This is really fun if you're going to have a party or you're going to have a lot of people over and you don't want to go out and buy the bubbles sticks and making your own solution. This is a really simple and really inexpensive way to do a bubble wand. Okay, so the next bubble fact: why do bubbles pop? Why do bubbles pop? The soapy solution dries, releasing the air inside the bubble. So when it hits and it gets dry, then it pops. So we know that they all pop and we want to try to keep them going, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you another really fun thing to do with Q-tips. Your Q-tips that you might have in your house. And I made this cool little Q-tip square. And the thing with this is you need to use a hot glue gun. And they have those glue guns that are safe for children to use, or you can have mom do it for you or dad. And then you glue all the Q-tips together. And then I'm going to put it in my bubble solution back here, and then I'm going to show you what happens to it when it's all covered, because it's really cool. If I can get it all in there, you're going to see I just have to coat each side of it. And it just takes me a second to do this. You can, I'm having a little trouble. I can see if I can get it. Of course, the time I did it, it was perfect, but it's right in there. You can see you've got a square bubble in there on all sides. And it does really big bubbles. If you get really good at it, you'll see a little square in the middle. So again, practice is everything, okay? The next thing is, why do bubbles float up? Okay, warm air is lighter than cold air. If the air you blow into a bubble is warmer than the air around you, the bubble will float up. So that's the answer to that. Okay, another cool fact. Another cool thing that you can use to make, just like with the Q-tips, if you don't want to use the Q-tips and don't want to hot glue, you can just use straws and cut straws. It does the same thing, and use pipe cleaners, or you can use paper clips to put them all together. So again, I will show you how to do that, and that's another thing to dip into the bubble solution. Okay, so another old tried and true is the old wire hanger that you get from your dry cleaners, or you might have some in your closet. It usually comes and it has wrapped in paper. You just peel that off, you take it all off, and then you make a giant bubble. And what I did was I took some pipe cleaner just so it wasn't so hard on my hand, and then I put duct tape around the end so I can have a handle on it. And then when you're doing this, this is so awesome to have like this huge giant bubble. Look at this. Ooh. It's really, really fun to have those great big giant bubbles and be out maybe in your front yard, and when people are coming by. Those are really fun. So you can have you can make a whole bunch of these. This would be really, really fun. Okay, so look at all these fun things that you can do, right? It's awesome. Okay, so why are there colors on a bubble? When the light shines through a bubble, the water bends the light and splits it into the colors of the rainbow. So when you're outside and you're looking at bubbles, you see they kind of have that glossy finish around it. And I have some pictures of bubbles here, and you can see how the colors of the rainbow show up in there. Okay? So I'm going to show you one of my favorite things to do when my kids were little. We used to make these, and they're called bubble snakes. They're really, really fun. So what you do is you take a water bottle, an old water bottle, and then you'd have a grown-up help you cut the bottom of the water bottle or any plastic soda pop bottle that you have. And then you're going to take the lid off. So you have that cut, and that's what I've done with this one. And then you take a pair, you know how you lose your socks in the washing, when you put your socks in the washing machine and you get them out of the dryer and then there's only one? So just take the one that you have, and then you're going to use an old sock and you're going to put it on the bottom of your bottle. And then if you have duct tape, put the duct tape around it. If not, if you just have a rubber band, you can do that too. So what you end up with is an old sock, you're recycling, an old sock and a plastic bottle, and a rubber band will work. I just put duct tape on it because I like that. It was pretty. So what I'm going to do is, you'll have your bubble solution, and you'll just put this inside your bubble solution just like that. Okay, and you've got it all in there. And then don't inhale like you're sucking up your pop to drink. You're going to like blow, okay? And it starts making this big See, Miss Ria has a long snake on my arm. Isn't that fun? And they're really, really fun, and you can just build with them and lay them there. But the really cool thing about doing these, I love this, is if you put some food coloring in it. So I'm going to put some green food coloring in there. Do you see that? I've got green food coloring. And what color will my snake be if I mix that all up? And I put my bubble solution in there. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Do you think it's going to come out green? Well, my sock is green. Let's try it. Are you ready? Okay, here I go. Looks a little green. I could put more in there, but you can make these, and you could have a contest with your brother or sister, your neighbor kids, and you do this and do it all on the, lay them on the lawn or wherever you want to lay them on your arm. I could pretend this is my snake on my arm, my pet snake. Isn't that fun? And it stays pretty good, right? So that is a really fun thing to make. I really like making that. All right, so why do bubbles stay on my soapy hands? Soap makes the water surface stretchy. So I have very sticky hands and soapy hands still. So that was our bubble snake. Another thing you can use if you have just some tin cans, you have some soup or something, just cut both of them out and then just dip it in your bubble solution and get that bubble film on it. Makes big bubbles. So those are the things that you can do. You can also just go to the store and buy look at these little tiny bubbles. If you buy these, I saw these at Walgreens, and you get 3 of them for 99 cents. They blow awesome little bubbles. Those are fun. And then all these other kinds, and they have the ones usually when you buy them, or you get this little packet at the dollar store. They also have, you can buy these, they look like a Frisbee, but they're just a tray. And I would put that in, this is a store-bought one. And it was the same thing where it just takes it and you just make it do all these great fun bubbles, right? So I hope you have fun making bubble solution and trying some of these homemade bubble fun things that you can just do at your house and have fun out in the sun, because feels like summertime already, right? Beautiful sunny day, fun to do bubbles. So have fun, and I'll see you next time on Be Creative. Bye.